The Acolyte starts 100 years before the Empire's rise, during a time when the Jedi Order and Galactic Republic have flourished peacefully for centuries. However, a select few learn to use the Force in secret. One of them, an assassin named May, risks exposure to seek revenge. The story opens in Ueda with May, cloaked, seeking out Jedi Master Indara and demanding she attack with all her strength. After Indara deals with some aliens, she and May fight. May takes an innocent bystander hostage and throws her off a balcony, but Indara saves her. During the battle, Indara recognizes May and draws her lightsaber. May, noting that a Jedi only draws their weapon to kill, throws a blade at a barkeep, which Indara deflects with a force push. However, May then kills Indara with a second blade to the chest and flees. The scene shifts to May's twin sister, Osha, who is aboard a ship with her droid, Pip, and her colleague, Philic. They head into space to extinguish a fire using a space fire extinguisher, despite the lack of oxygen. Osha has visions of her young self during this. A Jedi named Yord, who has history with Osha, arrives, expressing his distrust due to Indara's death. Osha, who was part of the Jedi Order at age 8 and has been mourning her sister, is shocked by the accusation. Recognized by a barkeep, she is arrested. On the prison ship, the convicts launch an escape, disabling electronics and droids. May, still imprisoned, reaches for Pip and breaks free, making her way to the cockpit. While other convicts escape in pods, May straps herself in as the ship crash lands on a snowy planet. Meanwhile, at the Jedi Council, Master Sol and Vernestra discuss Osha's arrest. One convict admits to escaping, prompting Sol to pursue Osha. Osha has another vision of May, who confesses to killing Indara and vows to kill the rest. But Sol reveals this is a dream and confirms Osha was the sole survivor. The Jedi catch up to Osha, who confirms May is alive before being taken into custody. The episode concludes with the reveal that May is indeed alive. On Olega, May infiltrates the local Jedi temple undetected and finds Master Torben meditating. Despite her provocation, Torben remains in meditation, ignoring both May and the guard, who arrives later searching for her. We then switch to Osha, who is outside and explains her role as a mechanic, more flexible than a droid. Sol advises Yord not to let fear cloud his judgment and asserts that May and Osha are sisters. When they learn from Vernestra that May attacked the Jedi Temple, they head there with Osha. May visits Kimir in a shop, seeking a poison to kill 2 more Jedi and a Wookiee after Torben. Kimir provides a cocktail he believes will work. May sneaks back into the temple, and Torben, upon seeing the poison, awakens and drinks it, claiming he was right all those years ago. Osha finds Torben's corpse and the vial of poison, but guards wrongly accuse her of the murder. Yord defends her, and Sol realizes the poison is from May and Osha's homeworld. They plan to get Kimir to talk by having Osha record a conversation with him. She gets a conversation, and the Jedi arrest Kimir, who reveals May's plan to kill 4 Jedi. Sol warns Osha that seeking revenge leads to the dark side. May arrives at the shop, where Sol confronts her in the street. A fight ensues, with Yord joining in, but May escapes using a smokescreen. Later, May and Kimir decide to go to Kofar, where the Wookiee Jedi Kelnaka is located. The episode ends with a glimpse of Kofar and Kelnaka. The episode begins with young Osha enjoying the flora and fauna on Brandok, far from her village. May finds her, worried they'll get in trouble with their mothers. While Osha gently uses the Force, May shows darker tendencies by hurting a small creature. This scene highlights the twins' differing alignments with the light and dark sides of the Force, and sets up a potential twist where their paths diverge. Osha also reveals she doesn't want to participate in the upcoming Ascension ceremony. On their way back to the village, their mother, Coril, furious they left, intercepts them. She fears they're being watched, and she's right. Jedi Master Sol is observing them. The twins' Force sensitivity attracts Jedi attention. Back in the village, Coril confides her worries about the Jedi to Mother Anasea, who is more focused on preparing the girls for the ceremony. Anasea teaches them about the threads of destiny, the Coven's interpretation of the Force. The episode critiques the Jedi's belief that they control the Force's use, viewing it as a religion demanding childhood indoctrination. The Brandok Coven's independent Force training threatens the Jedi, who act as colonizers for the Republic, imposing their beliefs on others. Anasea hints at past persecution for their dark, unnatural powers, which led to their seclusion. Osha shows skill with her abilities, but the training reveals May is stronger. Despite their gifts, the sisters bicker, frustrating their mothers. Osha expresses doubts about her path, not wanting to be part of the Ascension or become a witch like their mothers, unlike May. On the planet Kofar, we meet Jedi Wookiee Kelnaka, who lives alone. Osha and Kimir arrive with plans to kill him, racing against the 3 hours of remaining sunlight. Meanwhile, on Coruscant, Osha decides to leave after seeing her sister May alive, believing May is now the Jedi's problem. She intends to slip away without saying goodbye to Soul, feeling she's caused enough trouble. Soul and the other Jedi discuss May and her mysterious master. They suspect the Jedi might be behind her training and opt not to alert the Senate to avoid causing panic. Master Holden is tasked with extracting Kelnaka and intercepting May. Other Jedi join the mission. Soul talks to Vernestra about May still being alive. He believes May can be brought back to the light side and wants Osha to join the Jedi as an advisor to get closer to her sister. Osha agrees. On Kafar, Yord asks Osha for her gun, but she refuses. He explains he wants to keep her safe, but Osha warns he must be ready to kill May if necessary. Using Basil as a tracker, the group ventures through the forest but gets lost and encounters a winged creature, which Soul quickly dispatches. May, doubting her mission, decides to rest despite the initial urgency. She traps Kimir, deciding to abandon her mission and turn herself into the Jedi, hoping to be forgiven if she divulges what she knows. May finds Kilnaka's house and encounters Basil outside, who loudly alerts the Jedi. They rush to the scene, but May discovers Kelnaka has been killed with a lightsaber. While May seems the obvious suspect, her masked Sith master appears from the woods. The Jedi ignite their lightsabers, but the Sith uses the Force to knock them back. Osha wakes up in the forest after being knocked down. She grabs her pip and encounters a dead Jedi. Hearing lightsabers in the distance, she sees Smilo Ren killing Jedi. Osha takes a shot at Smilo, hitting their arm but barely affecting them. Yord tells her to run, while May seizes the chance to steal Kilnaka's lightsaber from the hut. Smilo throws his lightsaber at Osha, but Soul deflects it, and it returns to Smilo. Soul and Smilo confront each other, with Soul noting Smilo carries a Jedi weapon but isn't a Jedi. Yord leads Osha back to the ship using Basil, while May faces Padawan Jeki. Jeki holds her own, capturing May, but Smilo Ren arrives and they duel. Smilo, revealed to be Kimir, pursues May into the woods. Osha tells Yord to turn off his lightsaber to avoid attracting creatures, using Pip's torch instead. Soul and Jeki catch up to Smilo, who kills Jeki. Kimir reveals himself, claiming he wants the freedom to wield power and a new pupil. He kills Yord by snapping his neck. Osha stuns May and knocks her down. Soul and Kimir fight until Soul has the upper hand, but Osha intervenes, allowing creatures to take Kimir away. May returns and stuns Soul. She and Osha have an emotional confrontation, with May wanting Osha to choose her. May cuts some of her dreads off with Yord's lightsaber and pretends to be Osha. The Jedi, unable to detect the ruse, believe May is Osha, except for Basil, who senses something is wrong. The episode ends with Kimir finding Osha, now dressed in May's clothes. Osha wakes up on an unknown planet, bandaged and armed with a knife. On Kafar, Master Soul reports his team dead to the council. May enters the cockpit, and Soul, calling her Osha, tells her to take the wheel, leaving viewers uncertain about his intentions. Basil senses May's true nature, while Osha follows Kimir to a pool. Kimir, aware of Osha's presence, confirms May and Soul are alive and discusses vengeance. Soul hugs May, still calling her Osha. The ship loses power, and May goes to check. Pip and Basil identify May, and Basil escapes. Vernestra learns of Soul's distress signal and plans a rescue mission. Kimir, once a Jedi, explains another way to access the Force through negative emotions. Osha, influenced, turns off her lightsaber. Soul realizes May's identity and blasts her. Vernestra's team arrives just as Soul jumps through hyperspace. Vernestra senses danger in the forest and kills a bug with her lightsaber whip. Kimir, fixing his helmet, hints at his quest for power and encourages Osha to wear a Sith helmet. Soul locks May up, promising to release her after they talk. The episode ends on this cliffhanger. Thank you very much for watching the whole video. And if you have a movie or TV show that you want us to cover, just comment it down below. We'll make a video of it in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our playlist for more recaps.